says Yahshua. Not one you, not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yahshua. Not one you, not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yahshua. Not one you, not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yahshua. Yahweh, Yahshua, Israel, Yehuda, Yehudim, Ephraim, Melo, 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 Hagoyim.
Shalom Aleichem. Peace be today. I am Messenger Daniel. This is in the name of Yahuweh. Welcome back, Yahushua Ministries. Invite you to listen to thatgreatfm.com every Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be today. Today, I thank Abba Yahweh to bring me to thatgreatfm.com safe. Rabbi Matt is not in town today. May Abba Yahweh be with him and bless him. Today is a privilege, it's a blessing from Abba Yahweh to his only begotten son, YAHUWEH MESSIAH. So many confusions amongst the earth. So many divisions, so many hate, and so many abominable things, teachings on the congregations today. We hear always some skews. Where all those skews coming from? Did Abba Yahweh is the author of confusions? Absolutely not. When you see the whole world at large, there is so many warning signs, but no one pay any attention to those signs. I'm asking everyone of you today, if it's by the will of Abba Yahweh, let Abba Yahweh will be done on earth, as it is right now in paradise. To those who are on the North Coast, East Coast, South Coast, and North Coast, may Abba Yahweh, peace and shalom be with you. To all who want to be listened to the message they don't, and to all going to listen to the message later on, may Abba Yahweh open up your deaf ear. May Abba Yahweh give you spiritual ear to hear. May Abba Yahweh give you spiritual eyes to see the wonderful truth of his commandment. Almost 2,000 years ago, Messiah declared to his disciples, wash, pray, and be ready. Unless you pray, you will fall into temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. 2,000 years ago, Messiah referred this statement to his disciple. Why is warning them to be very careful, to be cautious? Because the flesh is weak. The spirit is willing. What was the message Yahshua was proclaimed to his disciples almost 2,000 years ago? Shalom to you, Sharon. May Abba Yahweh bless you and be with you. But today, I'm asking to you, what is the meaning? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Why YAHUWEH declared to his disciple, watch, pray, otherwise you will fall into the temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. YAHUWEH used to say that a person wants to do something but cannot from lack of strength or energy. Often use humorously. I try to get up early and exercise. To sometime the spirit is willing, but the flesh say, I'm not going to go to exercise. Sometimes you want to pray. The flesh say, I don't want to pray. Since body and soul are united, the spirit is paralyzed by a lethargic body. A willing spirit recognizes the weakness of the flesh, struggles against its weakness, relying on Abba Yahweh's presence and power to uphold us in vigilance, but the flesh is weak. What spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak? What is the definition of it? One would like to undertake something but has not the energy or strength to do so. For example, another set of tennis, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is not willing. Shalom to you, Sandy. May Abba Yahweh bless you and be with you. 2,000 years ago, Messiah declared to Peter one thing. Many of you might not understand what Messiah declared to Peter. In the book of Matthew, 6 chapter verse 23. Messiah turned to Peter, Kepha, and declared, "Get behind me, Satan. You are a dangerous trap to me. You have seen things merely from a human point of view, but not from Abba Yahweh." Who was Peter? He was a disciple, chosen and calling and appointed, equipped by Messiah YAHUWEH himself. He don't call himself. But why Messiah YAHUWEH turns around and rebuke Peter? "Get behind me, Satan. You are an obstacles in my way, Peter, because those thoughts of yours don't come from Abba Yahweh, but come from the human nature." How many of you who understands what Messiah YAHUWEH declared to Peter almost 2,000 years ago? Do that relate to you? The question is why Abba Yahweh has chosen to make a renewal covenant with the house of Israel. First, we must understand that those who live without Abba Yahweh's spirit is not belong to him. Second, those who are still living in the will of the flesh cannot please Abba Yahweh. Many of you might not understand why. The book of Romans 7 chapter verse 1 is it Apostle Saul, they translate his name in English, Paul, declared it. Now, dear brothers and sisters, you are purified with the law. Don't you know that the law applies only with a person is living? The law applies only while a person is still living, why the person is still in their life. Why Apostle Saul declared it to many of you who understand the end of the law, why 613 laws was given by YAHUWEH to teach the children of Israel how to live a righteous life. Out of millions of them, how many who found justifications according to the law of Moses? Listen, what Apostle Saul has to bring to the table to you tonight, or this afternoon, no matter where you are. Romans 7 chapter verse 1. Don't you realize, brothers and sisters, that the law has power over people only as long as they are alive? I am declaring and proclaiming to you that everyone who are familiar with the law of Moses, the people who know about the law, I'm declaring to you the law with the people who are familiar with the Moses teaching. Do you know, brothers and sisters? For I'm speaking to those who know the law, that the law has authority over someone only as long as that person lives. Remember, YAHUWEH sins instinct most on the book of Romans 8 chapter verse 1 stated. Therefore, there is no condemnation for those who are in YAHUWEH. For those who in YAHUSHUA, there is no condemnation. Why? Why only to those? You don't say to those who are in Jesus. So Allah or Buddha or Yahweh or Hashem or Adonai or Yahweh, but to those who are in Messiah Yahushua, our Savior. Therefore, there is now no condemnations, no guilt, verdict, no punishments for those who are in Messiah Yahushua, who affect Messiah Yahushua and personal King and Savior. That means anyone of you, when you are in Messiah Yahushua, there is no condemnation for you. But to those who are in Jesus and Allah and Buddha and Jehovah's Witnesses and all the other names, there is a condemnation for you. The book of Romans 7 chapter verse 1, verse 2. Shalom Aleichem to you, Rose. May Abba Yahweh bless you and be with you. Romans 7 chapter verse 2. And because you belong to Messiah Yahushua, the power of life, giving spirit, has freed you free from the power of sin that is dead. If I ask anybody any questions about the book of Romans 7 chapter verse 2, how many of you who might be understand what Apostle Saul declared to you today? For the law of Abba's spirit of life was in a Messiah Yahushua. The law, our new beings, has set you free from the law of sins and death. Listen carefully. To those We still believe they are living according to the law of Moses. Do you understand or do you know why the law has been given to you in the first place? For the law of Abba Yahweh, spirit, not the flesh. The law of Abba Yahweh, spirit of life, which is a Messiah Yahushua. The law of our new being has set you free from the law of sin and death. Why? It's because in the time of servant Moshe, anyone who violated the law has to put to death. Everyone, no exception. You might be black, purple, yellow, purple dark. If you sin, you break in one of the 613 laws, only one. The consequences and the penalty always be death. That means no one ever justified according to the law of Moses was teaching the children of Israel. Because the more the multiply is, the more they sin against Abba Yahweh. So the law of the spirit, this is Abba Yahweh, is spirit of life. That's Yahshua HaMashiach, which is a Messiah Yahushua. The law of our new being, new spirit, has set you free, Yahushua HaMashiach. If the Son, Yahshua HaMashiach, set you free, then you are free indeed. Verse 3. The 613 laws of Moses was unable to save you because of the weakness of our sinful nature. Listen. If the law was so powerful today, why Messiah then tell his disciple, wash and pray, unless you fell into the temptation? For the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The book of Romans 7 chapter verse 3 declared it. The 613 laws of Moses was unable to save you because of the weakness of our sinful nature. So Abba Yahweh did that the law could not do. But sin is only and only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, and the body like the body of we sinners, Eve. And then that the body, Abba Yahweh declare and proclaims an end to sin. Control over us to give his only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, as a sacrifice for the children of Israel's sin. Not for the world. Not for everybody. If you have faith in him, there is a condemnation for you. If you don't receive Yahshua, you call him by his name, it's not for you. For what the law could not do, that is overcome sin, and remove its penalty, its power bends weakened by the flesh. Man nature. Without Abba, we set apart spirit. Abba did. Sin is its only unbegotten Son, Yahshua HaMashiach. And the likeness of a sinful man as an offering for sin for many. And Abba Yahweh condemn sin and the flesh, subdue it, and overcome it in the person of his own begotten Son, Yahshua HaMashiach. That means the law is only revealed to you, a sinful nation you are, sinful people we are. If you don't have Yahweh's spirit in you, you cannot have to overcome. You can overcome. That's why I give this disciple that warning. For what the Lord could not do, that is overcome sin, and remove its penalty, death, its power over you. It was the law who was the power over you. Because the law was put to you, or sinful people you are, but you don't see nowhere on the scripture you can forgive him according to the law of Moses, and you can be saved. The law of Moses never give any hope of salvation whatsoever. The only consequence is always death. That's most of you don't understand it. About it, send his only begotten son Yahushuah HaMashiach. To those of you today who I believe on the Yom Kippur or on the Yom Kippurim, a bowl of chickens and a turkey, a bull and a goat cannot forgive of your sin. It is somebody who are pure, somebody who know Abba Yahweh, who get closer with Abba Yahweh as a high priest. Many of you are celebrating Yom Kippurim Atonement Day. Is a waste of time. There is no high priest. There is no Levi priest on you. Who are the Levites? Where is the temple? Where is the tabernacle? Where is the altar? All those things are missing. Only a high priest can appear before Abba Yahweh to atone for you. This time, it's not Aaron. It's Messiah Yahushua, the Lamb of Abba Yahweh, who take care of the sin of many. The book of Romans 7, chapter verse 4 declared it. Abba Yahweh did so that the just requirements of the law will be freely satisfied for us. Was no longer follow our sinful nature, but instead follow our spirit. So that the righteous are just requirement to the law might be just justified by the blood of Yahushuah HaMashiach. Must be fulfilled in the children of Israel who do not live the life and the way of the flesh. God that Abba Yahweh, worldliness, and our sinful nature, but live our lives in the way of Abba's spirit, God by Abba Yahweh power. That means, if you not have Yahweh's spirit, Satan gonna scramble you, put you in its back pocket. And verse 5, those who are live according to the flesh have the mind set on what the flesh desire. But those who live according with Abba's spirit have the mind set on what Abba's spirit desire. Really? How many of you today who understands what Apostle Saul will declare in the book of Romans 7, chapter verse 5? Therefore, we are living, those who are living according to the flesh, they set their mind at the things on the flesh, which gratify the body. But those who are living according to Abba's spirit, set the mind on the things of Abba Yahweh. Set by spirit, Abba Yahweh wills and purpose. Why? Look at our own Jew. Why are those parties on the churches? Why are those feasts? Is to gratify the body, not Abba Yahweh. It's to justify their weakness. Therefore, those who are living according to the flesh set their mind on the things of the flesh. What is thing on the flesh mean to you today? All those things is a pleasure, sex, drinking, wild parties, eatings, dancings. That's to gratify the body, not our spirit. Because they're living for the flesh. Those who are in TikTok, those who are trackings, the way they move their body is to gratify the flesh desire. They are trying to teach their children how to tracks, but they don't see the consequence of it. Because they are living according to the flesh. They might set on the things on the flesh which gratify the body. But those who are living according to our spirit set their mind on the things of Yahweh, set apart spirit. Yahweh wills and purpose. That means when Yahweh is in control of your life, you cannot live any way you want. There is exceptions, how you talk, when you talk, what you eat, the way you eat, and the person you get around you as a friend or family members. And verse 6. So letting your sinful nature control your mind lead to death. But letting Yahweh sent by spirit control your mind lead to life, peace, and shalom. Do you see the differences? So letting your sinful nature control your mind lead you to death. But letting Yahweh sent by spirit control your mind lead you to life, peace, and shalom. Now, the mind of the flesh is dead, both now and forever when you are living for Yahushuah HaMashiach. Because the flesh puts you on its sin. But the mind of Yahweh, said Yahweh's spirit, is life, peace, and shalom. The spiritual well-being that confirms working with Yahweh both now and forever. And you can see those today who are walking on the street, they were the dressing, the advertising for sex. Those who make fake butt, fake titty. Those who have spent hours and hours to fade the face. That's the gratification of the flesh. They are looking for something. They are looking for action. They are advertising for sex. The flesh. And corpse. That's why Apostle Saul declared, without our spirit, I can even move one finger. Because when it leads you, there is something you cannot do. There is a difference between the darkness and the light. Darkness and light cannot mix together. Evil persons and our servant cannot mix together as well. In verse 7, Apostle Saul declared to everyone of you today, don't understand what Apostle Saul declared to you. May Yahweh will open up your deaf ears. Give you spiritual ear you can hear. The book of Romans 7, chapter verse 7 declared it. That is why the mind focus on human nature is enmity toward Yahweh. The flesh refuses to submit to the authority of Yahweh. laws and commandments, because it is powerless to do so. If he was not powerful to do so, what Messiah declared to his disciple in the book of Matthew 26, chapter verse 41, watch and pray. Otherwise, you all will fall into the temptation. For the spirit is willing, not want, not needs, willing, but the flesh is weak. Those things happen on the churches today is because those pastors, those elders, those ministers, those spiritual, they have not Yahweh's spirit on them. They cannot run from fornications. They cannot run from adultery. Even they know that because of the beauty of the woman become a trap for them. This is so because the corrupt nature is enmity toward Abba Yahweh. So the flesh refuses to place himself under the authority of Abba Yahweh standard, because it cannot. It cannot. It is too weak. That's the reason why the 600 law has been given. You will start to only one, go up to 613, 613. No one can even one. And verse 8 in the book of Romans 7, chapter declared it. That is why those who are still living under the control of the first desire cannot please Abba Yahweh. Really? How many of you pastors, elders, and ministers who acknowledge without Abba Yahweh's spirit, you cannot please Abba Yahweh because the flesh? Adam fell because of the flesh. David fell because of the flesh. His son Samuel because of the flesh. Samson and Delilah because of the flesh. There is nothing to be in love, but make sure you get the right one. And those who are in the flesh, living a life that please the sinful appetite, sex, and impulse, those people cannot please Abba Yahweh. Because flesh and blood cannot please Abba Yahweh. Because the flesh has its own power and authority. And Abba Spirit has its own. They cannot do it together. In verse 9, it is what Apostle Saul declared to you. But you are not controlled by your sinful nature. You are controlled by Abba Yahweh, set apart spirit. If you have Abba Yahweh, set apart spirit living in you, and remember that they who do not have Abba Yahweh's spirit living in them, they do not belong to Messiah Yahshua at all. Why? Just sit down for a second. Ask yourself a question. Precept must be upon precept. Line must be upon line. Elohim and Elohim there. If anyone doesn't speak according to those written letters, that means the truth is not in him. That means it's Yahshua. It's not in him. I want everyone of you to listen. Listen carefully and let Abba direct your path. Let Abba put understanding, wisdom, and insight inside your mind. The book of Romans 7, chapter verse 9. It's what Apostle Saul was warning the people the listener in its time. However, you are not living in the flesh, controlled by the sinful nature. So when you are living for the flesh, you are controlled by your sinful nature mind. But an YAHUWEH spirit, if in fact the spirit of YAHUWEH living in you, directing you, guiding you, leading you. But if anyone doesn't have the certified spirit of Messiah Yahushua, that person do not belong to Messiah Yahushua. And it is not a children of Abba Yahweh either. Really. So that means, for those of you thinking you are no need of Abba Yahweh's spirit, who are you? You are not a children. However, you are not living in the flesh, controlled by the sinful nature. Because every single person, even they are on the camp, on the church, on the synagogue, whatever they are living according to the flesh desire. So the flesh controls the lives. But an YAHUWEH spirit is in fact the spirit of YAHUWEH lives in you, directing you, guiding you, leading you. But if anyone doesn't have the certified spirit of YAHUWEH and does not belong to Messiah Yahushua, and it is not a children of YAHUWEH, listen carefully. Look on TikTok. Look on the camps. Look on all the schools and all the organization of the system. What do you see? The way they dress, the way they talk, the way they live in their lives. They are living for the flesh. To justify the wickedness, they dress as a prostitute. They send their children to go to school as a prostitute, just like them. If you get met, you're going to change. Because if you are living an YAHUWEH with separate spirit living in you, you cannot dress improperly. There is a dress code. But those people you can see, sometimes they wear the dress, one size fits all. You can see their cushy. Even you go to school, even they are 150 pounds, they put in the 5, 6 years old boys in order to show their bodies. They are tracking. Tracking is a bad spirit. They teach their children how to track. You can see, if they are not of Yahweh's spirit on them, they are not belong to Messiah Yahushua. Neither they are not the children of Abba Yahweh. So which the children they are? Satan. The devil. That's why it is necessity in order to have Yahweh's spirit in you. Remember, Joseph was known for idolatry. He said, how can I cause this great sin against Abba Yahweh? To sleep with other men's wife, Botifa. He won. Why is one? A young man never knew a woman in his life. Now, between him and that young woman, he have to run for his life. He said, Do those pastors have the same spirit to run away? Do those elders? No. First come and first serve. Welcome to the new world. And verse 10. And Messiah shall live within you. So even through your body will die because of sin. Our spirit give you life because you have been made right with Abba Yahweh. Abba Yahweh, west of Messiah YAHUSHUA MESSIAH. By the blood of YAHUSHUA MESSIAH, you get right. It's just with Abba Yahweh. Reconciliation. You receive forgiveness of sin. You justify because of the blood of YAHUSHUA MESSIAH. Because when you get the blood of YAHUSHUA MESSIAH, you receive also a set apart spirit. Romans 7 chapter verse 10 declared, and Messiah shall live within you. So even through your body will die of sin. No more fornications. No more adultery. No more wild parties. No more first come, first serve for you no more. Those are change. If something's not changed, that means you don't have Yahweh's spirit on you. Our celestial spirit give you life because you have been made right with Abba Yahweh by the blood of YAHUSHUA MESSIAH. Not by obeying the law of Moses. Not by the blood of Yom Kippurim, blood of chickens, turkey, goats, and pork. Those sacrifices was nonsense. Those sacrifices was a shadow for Yahshua to come, who is the end of the law, and not comes to destroy, to abolish the law of the prophets. And the writings I give to my servant Moshe in the book of Psalms, that I'm coming to fulfill the purpose was given to. What was the purpose? Sacrifice of saints was no more. That's the reason why if Messiah is in you, his blood is upon your doorposts, the body indeed is dead. You can see a beautiful woman, you don't even see if she's beautiful or not. Because Abel put something in your eyes not to see. You're not sinning against Abba Yahweh. The way those pastors, those elders, the way the churches, the camp, they even promote polygamy and polygamy. That means adultery is okay. It's not okay. If you're Yahweh's spirit, a servant of Abba Yahweh has to be a servant of one wife. And a wife of a servant of Abba Yahweh must to be also have one husband. Not a multiple wife or multiple husband. It's an abomination. If Messiah is in you, the body indeed is dead because of sin, and our separate spirit is life because of righteousness. If you are righteous in the life of Abba Yahweh, you cannot live and do it unpleasant. You cannot live in filthiness. No. They can pay you money, you will run. That's like Joseph. Romans 7 chapter verse 11 declared, the certified spirit of Abba Yahweh, who raised Messiah from the dead, lives in you. And just as Abba Yahweh raised Messiah from the dead, Abba will give life to you, mortal bodies, by granting you a spirit which living on you. That's the reason why on the book of Luke, 1st chapter verse 1 declared, Messiah was filled with the Spirit. He was led by Abba's spirit to be tempted on the wilderness. So this spirit means something to you. No. It's not about Holy Ghost. Whenever I see a son of Abba, I will say Holy Ghost fire. Whenever I see a son of Abba speaking in tongue, all this, that's evil spirit. Paul, Saul, Kepha, Peter, Aaron, John, Matthew. I don't see nowhere they speak in tongue. They went to school to speak in tongue. I don't go to school to speak in tongue. And if Abba Yahweh said by spirit, who raised our Savior, Messiah Yahshua from the dead, dwell within you. Abba Yahweh, who raised Messiah Yahshua from the dead, also will give in life to your dead body. Because of Abba Yahweh, Celestial Spirit, who dwells within you. Remember, why it is necessary when Messiah Yahshua finished baptized, John see the paradise is open. He see a dove was coming down to Yahshua Messiah. When he said, "This is my beloved son. Do I'm pleased with him. Please listen to him." Are we listening to him? No. In verse 12, therefore, dear brothers and sisters, you have no obligations to do what your sinful nature urges you to do, having sex everywhere you go, dressed as a prostitute. You have no obligations when you are living under the obligations of our Spirit. But when you let the flesh direct you, guilt you, you are in trouble. That's why they dress that way. That's why you see baby having babies. They don't even know how to wash their coochie, they already get pregnant. They don't teach them how to becoming a woman, a wife. Are they boyfriends? They still don't have no boyfriends. Everybody want to have a baby mama, a baby father, but they don't take the responsibility because the evil spirit. So then, brothers and sisters, listen carefully. And Messiah Yahshua, we have an obligation, but not to our sinful flesh, our human nature, our worldliness, our sinful capacity to live according to the impulse of the flesh. Our nature without our sanctified spirit, we cannot please Abba Yahweh. You imagine if I don't have Yahweh's spirit in me? I'm going to be more than Solomon. But thanks to Abba Yahweh. So then, brothers and sisters, and Messiah Yahshua, we have an obligations, but not to our sinful flesh, our human nature, our worldliness, our sinful capacity to live according to the impulse of the flesh. Our nature without our spirit. You get to live not to please your flesh, but to please our spirit. In verse 13, declared, for if you live according to the flesh, you will die. Really? But if you live according to Abba Yahweh, the spirit, you put to death the misled of the body, you will live. Really? Do you understand it? Only of you who understands what Apostle Saul declare to his listeners, to his readers, and to you today who is still alive. For if you are living the book of Romans 7, chapter verse 13, for if you live according to the flesh, you will die, point blank. But if you live according to Abba Yahweh, the spirit, you put to death the mislead of the body, of the flesh, of your desire, so you will live. Remember, if you live according to the impulse of the flesh, just like you see, those girls, they are living, they are dressed on the street. If they would go to school, you are given to die. But if you are living according to the power of Abba Yahweh's spirit, you are literally putting to death the sinful deed of the body or the flesh. you will really live forever. Why? It's because on the 14th verses, for those who are led by Abba Spirit are the children of Abba Yahweh. Example, the book of Luke, 1st chapter verse 1. Messiah was led by Abba Spirit. And he was full with Abba Spirit in order to be tempted on the wilderness. You imagine if you have blood and flesh, the devil gonna take you, squeeze you, and put you in his back pocket. That's why Messiah so overcome. It's a symbolize if you have Yahshua in your life, Satan cannot touch you unless you're doing something wrong or give you over to Satan. Otherwise, Satan doesn't exist. Apostle Saul will declare to you, to all the readers and the listeners who are going to listen to this message, Romans 7, chapter 14 declared it. For those who are led by Abba Yahweh, set apart spirit, are the children of Abba Yahweh. That means the same way on the book of Luke 1st chapter verse 1, the spirit was led Messiah Yahshua into the wilderness. Messiah Yahshua was full of the spirit. If you are also the children of Abba Yahweh, you must also have the same character, same attitude, and the same life living in you. Otherwise, you expose yourself to the children of Satan. If you are not led by Abba's spirit, are you the children of Abba Yahweh? No. If you are led by Satan's spirit, just like you see today, there is so many killing, so many hatred, so many jealousy, because they are living on the darkness. That's evil spirit. If you are led by Satan's evil spirit, you are the children of Satan. Do you really understand that statement to you? That's the reason why you see those who are on the church cannot be progressives. For those who are led by Abba Yahweh certified spirit are the children of Abba Yahweh. But those who are led by Satan's evil spirit are the children of Satan. For it making simple. In verse 15, for you did not receive a spirit of slavery that will turn you to fear, but you receive Abba spirit of sonship, by whence we cry, Abba, Father. Abba and Hebrew mean father when you translate it from Hebrew, not Elohim. Abba, one. Elohim means Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. For you did not receive a spirit of slavery, because the law of Moses was given to the children of Israel was put into slavery. That would turn you to fear. But you receive Abba Yahweh set apart spirit of sonship, a childrenship, by whom we can cry now, Abba, Father. Hosea, 1st chapter verse 10. Yet, the children of the Israel will be like the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or controlled. And it will be happened that in the very place where it is was declared to you, you are not my people. They will be called the children of Abba Yahweh, or the children of the living Abba Yahweh. How? Listen carefully. Take a deep breath. It's not very easy for anyone of you to understand, because Moses was declared to you a physical letter described on the 2 tablets of stone. But the one I declared to you today is not written on the 2 tablets of stone. It is written in your mind. But we put it deep down inside of you with the spirit of Yahushuah Messiah. Yet, the numbers of the children of Israel will be like the sand of the sea. Read the book of Hosea, verse 10. Which cannot be measured and controlled. And it will happen that in the only place where it is declared to you, you are not my people, they will be called the children of the living Abba Yahweh. Why? Why there is so many numbers of the children of Israel? As Abba was promised to our forefathers, will be just like the sand of the seashore, which cannot be measured or controlled. And it will be happen that on the very place where it is was declared to you, you are not my people. Look at me. They will call the children of the living Abba Yahweh. Why? Why? Why only a remnant? Why only a portion will be living? Because the spirit of Abba was wanted only to feed you. If you are not led according to Abba's spirit, if you now go to the process, you are not the children of Abba Yahweh. Do you get that? 2,000 years ago, in the book of Matthew, 5 chapter verse 9, which is what Messiah declared to you. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of Abba Yahweh. Really? Why blessed are only the peacemakers? How about the troublemakers? Do they are blessed? Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of Abba Yahweh. But if you take it in reversible ways, the book of Matthew 5 verse 9. And the other end, what besides what declared to the Pharisees, the teacher of the law, because they don't understand. Curse are the troublemakers, for they we call the children of Satan. Are you there? It's not me, it's about Abba Yahweh. I'm not going to school. Abba is the one who slit me. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of Abba Yahweh. But those Pharisees never understand the contrary. The opposite of blessed is curse. The opposite of peacemakers is troublemakers. The opposite of to call the children of Abba Yahweh is to call the children of Satan. Are we there? Are we in the same boat? Are you enjoyed? I'm enjoyed. On the book of Romans 8 chapter verse 16, the apostle shall look at it. The certified spirit of Abba Yahweh himself testify with our spirit, we are Abba Yahweh children. That means if you don't have Abba certified spirit, you don't belong to Abba Yahweh at all. I hear that. Do you understand? Do you understand? You can say, but all day long, all of this, that doesn't mean nothing. Romans 8 chapter verse 16 declared to you, the certified spirit of Abba Yahweh himself testify with our spirit. We are Abba's children. Not according to the flesh, but according to Abba's spirit. It's a gift. And Romans 9 chapter verse 8. So if not the children of the flesh who are Abba's children, but it is the children of the promise who are regarded as offspring. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. Because many of you still confused with black and white, purple, yellow. Change the name. Hello. Any of you understand what Apostle shall declare? The book of Romans 9 chapter verse 8. So it is not the children of the flesh who are Abba's children, but it is the children of the promise who are regarded as offspring. But many of you to tend today because you are black. Because you change of your name. Now, remember, Ishmael was rejected. As the first son of Abraham, he was rejected. Why he was rejected? Why even Abraham plead to Abba Yahweh, please let me even share your blessing with it. My blessing will be blessed only to the sons your wife Sarah will be birthed, but not to Ishmael. Are you there? According to Apostle Saul, born as an Israelite, died as an Israelite, circumcised after 7 days. Declare to you. So it is not the children of the flesh who are Abraham's children, but it is the children of the promise who are regarded as offspring. That means you can go open up your legs or you can't. Those children are bastard. They are not belong to Abba Yahweh because they are not under the promise. That's why Ishmael was rejected. I'm not going to go too far today. But you don't understand what takes place. You're African because of black. It's not all the descendants of Israel who are Israel, but only those who are on the promise. Abraham have other children after Sarah died. Do they are under the promise? No. Only Isaac was under the promise. And they still on Yaakov. So it's not the children of the flesh who are Abraham's children, but it is the children of the promise. Isaac, not Ishmael, who are regarded as offspring of Abraham. In the book of Psalm 143, chapter verse 10, declared, teach me, O Abraham, to do your will, for you are my almighty creator. Your gracious spiritual lead me into the land of righteousness. And teach me to do your pleasure, not my pleasure. Teach me about to do your will according to what please, not according to my flesh. Oh Abba Yahweh, because you are my almighty creator, your spirit is sweet. You will lead me in the way of life, not on the way of death. My friends, I'm going to close this today. Nehemiah 9 chapter verse 20 declared, O Abba Yahweh, you got your good spirit to instruct the children of Israel on the wilderness. You did not withhold from your manna from the mouth, and you grant them water when they're thirsty. Galatians 5 chapter verse 17 declared, for the flesh grave what is contrary to Abba Yahweh, said by the Spirit. And the said by Spirit of Abba Yahweh is contrary to the flesh. They are opposed to each other, so that you do not do what you want. Listen. Why Apostle Saul declared it? The book of Galatians 5 chapter verse 17. For the flesh crave for sex, but it's contrary to Abba Yahweh, said by the Spirit. When you have your spirit, you are crave to worship Abba, to please Abba, to love Abba Yahweh. But when you are crave, when you are the flesh, you crave for sex. You crave for pleasure. To make yourself look as a god. You dress improperly as a prostitute, as a whore. And not even that, you post it on the Facebook or on TikTok in order for you to see how sinful, how wicked we are. For the flesh craves what is contrary to Abba Yahweh. C'est pas spirit. And the said by spirit of Abba Yahweh is contrary to the flesh. They are opposed to each other. So that you don't do what you want. If I was not a spirit with me, I would do whatever I want. But I can't do whatever I want. Paul said, even what I want to do, what is wrong, what is right. But the flesh said, you get to do what is wrong. Therefore, brethren, we are not disturbed by the flesh to life according to the flesh. Therefore, brothers and sisters, we have an obligation not to the flesh to fulfill his desire, but we have a desire to live according to Abba Yahweh's spirit, to fulfill the agenda, the purpose Abba was created you. My friends, today, Luke 27 verse 36, in fact, they can no longer die because they are alive. They are like angels. And since they are the children of the resurrections, they are the children of Abba Yahweh. The book of Luke 20 verse 36 declared it. In fact, they cannot no longer die because they are like the angels. And since they are the children of the resurrections, they are the children of Abba Yahweh. So if you are resurrected with Messiah Yahushua, it killed the body, killed the flesh. If Messiah was not in me, I'm telling you, I'll be worse than Solomon. But thanks to Abba Yahweh, Spirit. John 1 verse 12, but to all who did receive Messiah Yahushua, to those who have faith in Messiah Yahushua, to those I will give the power and authority to the right to become the children of Abba Yahweh. My friends, I think now is the time and to live Abba Yahweh, Messiah to you, to meditate. May Abba Yahweh peace and shalom be with all of you. I hope Abba Yahweh, I pray to Abba Yahweh to open up your eyes, to sanctify you, to set you apart, not even for you to listen to the message over and over. And remember, share it with others who are still living on the darkness. To those who still believe, they don't need about by spirit. So if you don't have about by spirit, you are not belong to him. There is two spirits. There's a spirit of air, spirit of darkness, the spirit of the truth, the spirit of light. It's Yahushuah Messiah. You get to kill the body. Let Messiah kill that body for you when you die together with him. He resurrected, give you a new body. So your temple should be pleased Abba, not to please Satan, not to please yourself, not to please anyone. My friends, remember, but to all who did receive, who have faith in Messiah Yahushuah, only to those he gives the power and authority, the right to become a student of Abba Yahweh. Otherwise, we all the student of Satan. For the book of Romans 6:20 declared it. For the wage of sin is death, but the gift of Abba Yahweh is eternal life through Abba's separate spirit, Yahushuah Messiah. May Abba Yahweh be with you and bless you. I thank you, Abba Yahweh, for the privilege to awaken your people who are still living on the darkness and lies and deceptions. They still believe they don't need Yahushuah, his spirit. Why we should be following the example of Messiah Yahushua. He was filled and led by your spirit to be tempted to overcome this wicked system. If you are living blood and flesh, Satan will scramble you, put you in the back pocket. That's the reason why Messiah rebuked Peter almost 2,000 years ago. The book of Matthew, 16 chapter verse 23. Messiah turned to Peter Kepha and declared, "Get behind me, Satan. You are a dangerous trap to me. You are seeing things merely from a human point of view, but not from Abba Yahweh. So the whole world see them only one view. See of the humans, but not Abba Yahweh. That's why we are destroying ourselves. Remember, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Sometimes you want to do what is right. The flesh say, I want the same to you. So now, it's a time to stop by the same to your flesh. Say, I want. Because when you live in according to your flesh, you become an enmity to Abba Yahweh. Because the flesh always refuses to obey, to abstain from the authority and the power of Abba Yahweh, commandment and the law. Adam, Eve, Saul, King David, most of them, they destroy because the flesh is your worst enemy. Don't let the flesh make you become an enmity toward Abba Yahweh, because of filthy my desire. For the flesh brings sexual immorality, murdering, witchcraft, all kind of professions, idolatry. The flesh obviously is good for sexual immorality, impurity, lustful pleasure, idolatry, sorcery, hostility, quarrelings, jealousy, outbursts of anger, selfish ambition, disobedience, and bad behavior. My friends, may Abba beat everyone of you. May Abba sanctify everyone of you. May Abba make a face to shine upon and be gracious to you. May Abba protect you until tomorrow night for the Sabbath service. May Abba set you apart for his kingdom. Remember, the flesh is weak, but the spirit always wants to do what is right. Stop listening to your flesh. Let Abba Yahweh lead you. Don't let the flesh lead you. May Abba Yahweh be with you and YAHUWEH MESSIAH. I thank every one of you, the viewers, the listeners, and to all my fellow Israel brothers and sisters. May Abba Yahweh be with you and bless you. I am Messenger Daniel. Until next time, so Shalom Aleichem. Peace be today. To the Rabbi Yahweh with much more love, blessing, and shalom. See you next time, safe season. Every Sunday and Thursday, from 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and from 12 to 1 p.m. PST Time. Join Daniel Hyland Ben Gibua at thatgreatfm.com. And remember, tomorrow night at 9, open up the Sabbath service at 9 p.m. and 6 p.m. PST time. I see you next time. Be blessed. It's the best. And thank you for all your view. May Abba Yahweh, peace and shalom be with you. See you next time.